On September 11, 2001, Franco Lania was trapped inside the collapsing South Tower. He survived but lost his sense of purpose. That was until he found his love of cooking.
In his memoir, Cooking Inspired, Lania shares his story and reveals how time in the kitchen helped him on his healing journey. He's joining us now to share more. So, hello, Franco. Can you share with us a little bit about your story and what you remember from September 11, 2001?
Yes, hello, good morning. September 11th, I'm in New Jersey right now, about 30 minutes from Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, where the World Trade Center was. It was a gorgeous day, just like today here in the tri-state area. And I had come back, I'm a chef, and I had just come back from Europe studying in Italy and working in a Michelin star restaurant in Milan. And I had obtained a job in Manhattan, and I was told I needed to take a Department of Health test. I could take it in Uptown, Midtown, or Lower Manhattan in the World Trade Center on 9/11. Therefore, I can get certified and begin this job. I had a wife at home, and she was pregnant 3 months. We lived across the river from the World Trade Center, so this was a big part of our lives. We lived in a 33-story building. We were on the 18th floor facing Lower Manhattan. So it was no brainer for me. I was one subway stop away from the World Trade Center, and I obviously picked to go there. And I get there about a half hour early. The test was supposed to begin at 9 a.m. So I got there about 8:30. And as I was sitting in the room and we're getting orchestrated to begin to take this test, and the proctors were coming in and all that stuff, a lady stepped into the doorway of our room, and she screamed, "A plane just hit the tower next door." And we're like, "What?" And she's like, plane just hit the tower next door." She was hysterical, and there was a lot of commotion going on in the hallway. So we walked up to the window. The windows of the World Trade Center were very flush. There's no ledge, so you can't really look up or too far up or too far down. But there was debris falling way down below. You can see people and a little bit of mayhem down below, but nothing, so far we didn't realize what occurred. And the person in charge, the proctor, was saying that we have to wait for the Port Authority authorities to, direct us as to what to do. And pretty much nobody nobody listened to him, and they threw their stuff in their backpacks, and I threw my stuff in my backpacks. We all headed out to the hallway. Hordes of people by the elevator, couldn't take the elevator. We opened the door to the stairwell, and it was just a parade of people. I mean, like, all walks of life. People that shouldn't even be taking the stairs were taking the stairs to get out of there. So it took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get down and out of, we were evacuated out. We crossed the street, and just as we crossed the street, literally like we are one street away from the second tower where we just walked out of. As soon as we cross the street, a lady yells, "Oh my God," and she points up. We all look up, boom, another plane. And it just ripped through the building, roared, fire, explosion, everything. And now we have two infernos burning, and we just literally walked out of the building like within 5, 6 minutes of this happening. And people just crumbled. They went to their knees. I mean, they just came out of the building. They can't believe they made it. Their friends were still in there. Their loved ones were still in there. It was just horrific. You see things that are just unfathomable, and it can't be a mistake again. Like, I mean, one. The World Trade Center being hit by an airplane might be an accident, but two within minutes apart, no way. It took about 13 hours till I could finally get to Pier 36, I think it was, and they took me across to Hoboken, New Jersey. And then from Hoboken, I was able to walk back to Jersey City, Pavonia, Newport area, where I lived, and then go in and reconnect with my family, I couldn't get in touch with for 13 hours. And I kind of fell apart myself in terms of my career, and just seemed pointless after seeing these men and women, the first responders, flying in and trying to help everybody and trying to help the people out around the street, and then going into these buildings trying to save people. It was just incredible. It was an act of heroism that you can't even explain. But I kind of crumbled on in inside, and I felt like the purpose of cooking was just like not really. Um, Important enough, and I kind of started using the fundamentals of cooking to bring myself back and to continue my career again. That's the crux of my book, Cooking Inspired. It's my journey, which also includes 9/11. It's not just about 9/11. It's a chef's journey, and inspirational in terms of looking at food from a different angle, like I just explained.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your
Hmm.
story, at least a little part of it with us, Franco. And
Thank you.
we are so happy that you're here and alive and able
Yes.
to share that with us.
Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
Yes, of course, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Real quick, how can we get a copy of your book?
The book will be out on Amazon by the holidays, and you can also go to my website eventually. It's francolania.com, and the book will be posted up there as well. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.